All right, we're live. Hello and welcome back to another riveting episode of Broussard Homestead.
Riveting.
All right, so far in the chat we've got Mind and Body Co, Canadian, Miss Lippy, Starla Doke, Built on the Rock Homestead, and Michigan Daffodil. Welcome. Good to see everybody. Oh, there's All the Things Acres. Welcome. Good
Can't
to see
miss
you.
that one. I like it though because it's super easy to read and super easy to see. Speaking of seeing things,
I went to the eye doctor last Wednesday. You guys know that. You probably know that because that was our reason for not streaming last week. I had my eyes dilated and
cranky. He
yeah,
was very,
I was
very
not.
cranky.
Farmer and Adele Acres, hello and welcome. Jenny Pennington, good to see you. Yeah, I had my eyes dilated. I can't remember when's the last time I had my eyes dilated. So Freaky Geek. Oh my goodness. It's been so long. Welcome back. Surviving in Alabama. Hello. So anyway, I had my eyes dilated. I went to a new doctor because I had been KP. Hello. I had been going to Sam's Club eye doctor, and things were just not right. I was having so much trouble with my.
They put him in a
vision.
multifocal contact the last time he went to Sam's, and I don't think it was right. I was pretty sure that it wasn't right.
I had been asking Amy, can you read that for me? Can you what is that blob in the yard?
You can't
That kind of
see
stuff.
anything.
So she's been a lifesaver for the whole time that I've been having trouble with my eyes. Well, anyway, the doctor checked me out and stuff. The dilation didn't wear off for a long time. It felt like,
It was 6 o'clock that afternoon.
or later.
Well, when it started improving.
It just gave me so much trouble. Anyway, it was all worth it because I got my new contacts this morning, and I could read stuff like
he walked around like
away.
a little kid that is like first gotten his first set of glasses. He's like, oh my God, I can read that street sign over there. I can read this. And I'm like, I can't read that.
Yeah. So finally, after all this time, it's not perfect. I'm still, good Lord, I'm a 47. I'm a 47-year-old man who doesn't take care of anything, much less my eyesight. So, of course, it's not, it's not the eyes that I had when I was 19 years old, but it's far, far leaps and bounds better.
Okay, read Canadian's comment. You can read that one out loud. It's safe.
I owe her a nice dinner. Absolutely. Sure. Sure thing. No coffee tonight. Amy made some Crystal Light.
Yeah,
coffee gives me trouble sleeping now, more and more. So we may be steering away from the evening coffee drinking during our live streams. I know it's been kind of a signature move for us, but sometimes we have to make changes that we don't like.
You may have to stop doing coffee. I may have to make some kind of coffee drink or something.
Instant coffee.
Ooh. And nobody said nothing.
Do
decaf.
That is the okay. Yeah. I mean,
I'd be okay with buying some decaf for Thursday nights or Wednesday night, or
that's not a bad idea for evenings.
Iced coffee. I don't like iced coffee.
Definitely not decaf in the mornings. Oh Lordy, don't mix those up. Heart procedure on Monday, sore and tired. Well, Amy's already picked up her pen to add you to the prayer list, Dawn. We actually made a video this week, believe it or not.
I know. I think we shocked Lippy.
No.
I think she fell out of her chair like Mac.
We've been getting so many cucumbers out of the garden.
Y'all, there's cucumbers everywhere in here.
I don't even know what type of cucumbers.
Sumter.
Sumter. That's a new one. A new one on me, at least.
Yeah, that's the first time we've ever grown them.
Our friend Barb, who we met through YouTube, gave us 4 plants, and those 4 plants are just taking over the arbors, the arch that it's on, and we've just been getting tons of cucumbers. I'm looking
probably
behind the camera right now. We've got 2 large containers full of cucumbers still.
Well, yeah.
And we've also we shared some of those with Fresh Pickings, the little produce market that's.
I gave Cheyenne 2 grocery bags. I brought some to my mama's.
Okay, well,
there's 3.
Oh, 3 containers. Sorry, didn't see the other one. Yeah. But Fresh Pickings, one of the days that we brought some seasonings over there because they're carrying our spice blends now. Awesome, I love it. We brought them some cucumbers too for them to sell. So
I'm glad you liked it, Lippy. Let me know if you try the fermented pickles. Let me know what you think of them. To keep them so you can get them, set them in a bowl of water. Set in the ice box. They will keep for a full week until.
Yeah, let's keep Curie on the prayer list too, if that's okay with you, Curie.
Oh man.
Curie is built on the Rock Homestead. Fermented pickles sound windy to me. No, they haven't caused me any discomfort.
Don't eat an entire jar in a day.
No, I keep to one or 2 spears at a time that I eat.
Well, I eat one. I make it a point to eat one every day. But once you start like getting used to the fermented foods, you can add a little more and a little more. I wouldn't eat a whole bunch at one time because
fermented foods are great for your gut health.
Oh, she made 4 quarts. Wow. On day 3, and Bud will try them on the 5th day to test.
Oh, of the fermented.
Okay, pickles? I would probably test them day 3, day 4. Once they start getting a little bit cloudy, that's your sign that it's really starting to ferment. They are so good. When it's warmer in the house, they ferment a little bit faster. That's why I said I would try them day 3 or 4. I only had to go to day 5, and we keep our house at 77, 76.
In the daytime.
Yeah.
At night it's 73.
Yeah.
So I have to agree with Starla.
Awesome.
The fermented pickles are awesome. I have never been a fan of pickles because I don't like the tart vinegar punch. And these I love. I love the fermented pickles. It's just it's a
in a cold room they may take a little while longer.
It's a salty, briny goodness.
And it's these different. Aren't super salty because I used the pink Himalayan salt this time.
Yeah.
And it's not near as salty flavored, if that makes any sense.
Time to drink. No, I'm still not. Still don't want to drink pickled juice, but.
Yeah, I would definitely wait till day 5 then. Pickling salt works too. Just don't use iodized salt because it makes them super cloudy.
Well, I imagine the iodized salt would affect the bacteria growth too.
Right.
Ever had bread and butter pickles? They are tangy and sweet. I don't know that I have. I've just gotten in the past less than a decade. I've gotten to where I don't pick the pickles off of fast food burgers.
Very seldom do we eat fast food burgers.
Well, okay, not even necessarily fast food burgers. We've got a meat market probably 5 miles down the road called Rabidoo's. Miss Lippy knows about that. We brought her there, and they make a stand-up burger. I love that.
Iodized salt should be removed except for table use. And see, I don't even buy iodized salt. We don't buy iodized salt anymore.
I think, if I'm not mistaken, the reason why they started adding the iodine to the salt is because, our bodies need some degree of iodine, and that was to help to add to that to keep that.
You upset me. You said the wrong name, Mr. Brett. I'm crying. We get Rabbit's burgers pretty often as a little treat for ourselves. They have like it's almost like a home cooked burger.
It's good.
Oh man, it's so flavorful. And these are not small burgers either.
No, in fact we have to get the small because the large is just
there's no way. There's no the small is almost too much. I love sweet pickle relish. Speaking of sweet pickle relish, that's what we're going to be making tomorrow. We have been researching today, and our research consists of watching Lippy's video over and over and over again.
I gotta tell you though, okay, so Miss Lippy made a video. It was 4 years ago. This video that we watched of hers from about sweet pickle relish, and you can tell it's an older video of Lippy's because her personality was not shining through her videos yet.
She doesn't have the Lippy flair.
It didn't feel like I was watching Miss Lippy's video.
When we were watching it, I kept thinking, man, she must have been having an off day or something. She's
just an older video.
Just like,
Lord, my old videos
put together, and like you could tell she was trying to restrict herself, And I was like, what is going on here? And he said, well, this video is older. I was like, that explains it.
Probably one of the first ones.
Yeah.
We got a good bit of rain today.
Similar to bread and butter pickles with less tang.
We're starting to get rain again. I think the drought is finally over.
Master the confetti jelly. What is confetti jelly? Is that pepper jelly?
That's interesting.
I was trying to get there. You go. That's what I got when we went to that stand.
Oh, was it crawfish jelly, right?
Oh, the pepper jelly. Yep, that's what it is. It's pepper jelly.
Like crawfish pepper jelly, was it? I want to say it was crawfish. I don't remember for sure. Stormed last night in Covington. We got
rain yesterday.
Good rain today though.
We got a good rain last night, and it rained a slow, steady rain until after midnight last night.
The stand, yeah, that's fresh pickings. That's who's carrying our spices now. Oh, it was called confetti. Okay, I didn't remember that.
Oh. Pepper jelly, but it was called confetti. Huh. I've never heard of the confetti one.
That's cool. Maybe because
I don't really look at jellies too much though, because we don't eat a lot of jelly. I try to stay away from the jellies because I can't have all the sugar and stuff like that. So and then what do you put jelly on if you can't eat all the carbs?
Cucumbers.
No. Jelly just makes me want to eat a biscuit or bread.
Yeah.
Man.
Oh, you made it on a video. Okay. I didn't realize
Great over cream cheese.
Now that my vision has improved so much, we spent the day actually watching Homestead
YouTube because now videos. You can see the dang TV
because I can see
afar.
the 65-inch TV and I couldn't see it. It was aggravating.
That's why I made you go to a different doctor.
Well, I mean, when your eyesight's that bad and you're a driver, that's scary.
Mm-hmm.
I got my contact prescription updated and tweaked, and it seems to be a whole lot better.
They changed them to a different brand of the multifocal lenses.
I haven't gotten the glasses yet.
No, but we're working on those, so that way he won't have to sleep with his contacts in at night anymore. Because he's at a slower station. I call it the old fogey station. But they don't get near as many calls, so he could be able to wear his glasses. But right now, the glasses that he has are so old, You can't wear those either.
What brand of contacts?
Biofinity, I think is the name of it.
Is it? That's not what's on the little container.
Oh, then he changed them again.
They're next to my sink in the bathroom.
See, I need to know.
I forgot what.
I'm the one that's got to order the dang thing.
It's hard to pronounce. Starla says it's first notification from us in months. Yeah, YouTube's kind of. Well, yeah, Patty, I did. I changed station assignments. I went to a different station. Still a fireman for Lake Charles.
Conflicon?
Comfilcon A. It's a multifocal, but at the same time, though, I've got these cheaters. These cheaters for when I need to read something really close, because in order to improve my distant vision like it needs to be, I sacrifice some of my up close vision. Make sense?
And that's okay.
So with these cheaters, I can see this. I can see the chat better too.
Said that's a good one.
If I sit back right here, I can see the chat too. So I'd rather not wear glasses. You see me? I want to lean into the chat because that's what I'm so used to doing over the past year or so.
Right?
It is, yeah, and I'm facing that fact.
I've had those, but waiting for new surgery so the left one doesn't float.
I think I'm getting some floating too. Some floating on my contacts on my eyeballs. But also the doctor did the really looking in there while my eyes were dilated, and he said I have the start of cataracts in both eyes.
So it probably won't be long. We'll be doing eye surgery, which they can do the eye surgery to correct his far vision. And then he'll just have to wear the cheaters to read or whatever, which I'm okay with because I can afford the cheaters. It's your eyeballs. Sometimes they have to change the size on the one that floats. Well, he's going to go back in 2 weeks and they're going to check these contacts. And I think that's what's going to have to happen. They're going to have to change something on that left eye.
I mean, we'll see because it's periodic. Sometimes it's crystal clear, and sometimes it starts to get it's so hard to explain. I'll get a solid picture of something, and then above it is like a washed out picture, almost like it's double vision. That doesn't really describe it, but hopefully you kind of get the idea.
She said it's your eyeball. Sometimes they have to change the size on the one that floats. I had the LASIK 4 years ago, and now my left one needs adjusted. Oh, I'm purposely not reading.
Yeah, the safe comment that the Canadian says he had glasses since his 30s. I've been wearing glasses. I've been having my vision corrected since I was in the 4th grade. At 19 years old, I started wearing contacts instead of glasses. So, what is that? 28 years. I've been in contacts. I do have a backup pair of glasses, but they're probably 10 years old now.
It's been that long.
I think so.
Oh,
so it's an outdated prescription.
Well, look,
I'm going to get one. I'm going to get a prescription, a pair of glasses with this prescription, so that I can comfortably drive without my contacts.
Well, my glasses prescription, the one I have in there that I only use to walk around at night in the dark if I absolutely have to, like if I have to get up in the middle of the night, is probably from high school.
I'm pretty sure because you didn't get that since we've been together, and you were 18 when we met.
So yeah, I can't see much of anything with those things, but it does make things a little bit clearer at night. But I wear my contacts from the time that I get up. My contacts go in my eyes. I wear them all day long, and then I take them out right before I go to bed. But I've never had the trouble that you've had with yours.
Kiri says she had surgery for crossed eyes at age 4. Abby has had an eye that turns inward when she's really tired, and rather than surgery, they were able to correct it with lenses.
Contacts.
Well, it was glasses first when she was very young.
Yeah, but see, Dr. Hankin, the one that you're seeing, is the one that told us to put her in contacts at such a young age, because the contacts actually help to correct it more than the glasses do. Wear mine 30 days, throw them away, and get a new set in.
Speaking of Abby had
well, I'm not going to tell you how long I've had this pair of contacts because I couldn't even tell you.
I usually wear my work schedule is 3-week cycles, so I usually wear a pair of contacts for 2 of those cycles, so 6 weeks, and then change them out. But Abby had a couple of job interviews, and one with a local hospital that sounds really promising.
Well, first of all, she's starting her clinicals on Monday. She's going to do her 2 weeks of clinical hours. So she's got to do, I think it's 80 hours of clinicals, and she's got to get so many venal punctures and things like that. And then, but she had an interview. It was this morning.
This morning.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And she said the interview went very, very well. And,
hi, Joe. Hi, Sheila.
So she's feeling really good about the interview for today. So hopefully, I'm hoping that she gets this job because it'll be at a local hospital as a phlebotomist. The hours are really good.
The thing that
the benefits are really good. So say a prayer. I'm really hoping that she gets this one. But she said from the sounds of it in the interview, the woman was telling her, you'll receive an email on this day, not if you're hired.
Hey, Teresa.
You know, when the process goes through, you know, so she was pretty happy with Abby. So I'm glad.
Peppers have been coming out of the garden.
Finally, it's God, they stay green forever.
So right now, today, we have cayennes and jalapenos in the dehydrator again. Mm-hmm. So it's the second round today. So what we do with those is we dry them and then we grind them separately.
Thank you, Miss Patty.
Ground cayenne and ground jalapeno. The jalapeno is one ingredient that goes into our Beausoleil seasonings. The cayenne, we keep that separate because cayenne can be it can range so much between heat, and we like to keep our products constant. So we purchased the cayenne pepper that goes into the Beausoleil and the other seasonings. And the ground cayenne that we raise homegrown, we sell that separately.
It just has its own unique,
and it's so flavorful
flavor. That cayenne, I don't know. I've not found anything else like it. It's really good.
You're kind of hidden behind me.
That's because your big head's annoying.
Oh, you and your big head.
I caught Lippy's video, her live stream today, just in time to watch her struggle to turn it off.
That's the best part.
I don't know why I didn't get the notification. I didn't get it on my phone. I get it for every other video that she does. But
why would you apply to be a phlebotomist if you pass out when you see blood? That doesn't make any sense.
I don't know why I didn't get the notification on that. It really aggravated me though.
On homemade mac and cheese? Ooh. Whoa.
Hang on.
That sounds
I think
good.
I missed a comment now that you said that. Somebody else said that. Way up there. Hang on, I'm going to go back. Because I remember seeing something about mac and cheese. That's how my brain works, y'all.
Well, you were tanking a few companies, or did you mean to say thanking? Because that's totally opposite ends of that spectrum.
What are you talking to? What are you talking about?
Lippy. Oh, Mind and Body Co. says to try the Beausoleil on mac and cheese.
That okay.
And it was good, but it changed the flavor.
That's what I read. It changed the flavor. And it does because it has a lot of different herbs and different spices and blends. It is its own unique blend. I've never eaten anything complex. Like it. Yeah. It's really good. It just one thing I would recommend is add a little bit of salt if you like salty foods.
We did. We cut back on the salt for that because there's a lot of people who complain about so much salt in seasonings. And another thing about that is too, salt is so cheap compared to the other ingredients. So a lot of companies, they'll bulk up on the salt in order to lower the price. Instead of doing that, we just, we have a price that accommodates that.
She was tanking. She was fussing at companies.
Okay.
I'm so sorry, Patty. I saw that on Facebook, and that's the first thing I thought. Poor Patty. Matt got a puppy.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You got a real life flash.
Yeah. So now Patty's gonna have her hands full with Mac and the dog. I understand your pain. The seasoning is really good. I like the Beausoleil on anything grilled. Anything grilled or even baked. Grilled, I think, is the best.
I think so too. Yeah.
But
like outdoor.
I don't buy fajita seasoning anymore. And the fajita seasoning to me is so versatile because you can put it on chicken, you can put it on shrimp, you can put it on anything really. And it's so good. It's really got a bold flavor.
I just remembered something that I wanted to share and show you guys.
What are you sharing?
This picture. So I was
finally cooked at the firehouse.
Yeah, so I finally cooked at the firehouse. And part of the reason why I don't enjoy cooking at the firehouse, let me go ahead and share this. Part of the reason why I don't really enjoy cooking at the firehouse is because it's one of the old.
Hey, Miss Patty, the other Miss Patty's here.
One of those old electric coil stoves. So it sucks to cook on. But anyway, I brought some boneless, skinless chicken thighs with me to work, and all I did was.
Henry said he needs to try the fajita and the dockside. The fajita is really good, but if you're not used to spicier foods with any of our seasonings, go easy on it, and then you can always add. It is Cajun seasoning is its own flair. It's got a spicier kick to it. That's just how we eat.
Okay, so I brought with me 2 boneless, skinless thighs, chicken thighs.
I'm gonna let you do that while I go take the dog out because now she decided.
Okay.
She ate. She needs to go.
And so early in the morning, I diced those up or I chopped them, whatever, 1-inch cubes, and put some of our Beausoleil seasoning in the bag with them, and then stuck them back in the fridge for a few hours. And then we went out to the grocery store and I got one of those Knorr brand, Knorr, Knorr rice sides. I forget what flavor it was even. And a little bag of frozen mixed vegetables. And when I got back to the firehouse, I pan fried the chicken. I prepared the rice side in a different pot, and then the the frozen veggies were steamable, so I threw them in the microwave, and I was able to cook all three of those things at the same time, and then throw them all together and make like a one pot meal. And it was so good. I ate it for lunch and dinner. It was really good, really flavorful because of that Beausoleil. Joe has to. Come on, man. You know how to spell Beausoleil, really? On chicken. Okay, chicken, pork steaks, and ribs on July 4th. Awesome. Joe has told me that he really likes the Beausoleil on the grill. He said it's his go-to, which is awesome. I love to hear that. And the dockside seasoning is, oh, that looks good. I'm looking at some pictures that Canadian just sent me. The dockside is basically we took the Beausoleil recipe and we tweaked it a little bit and added some aromatic herbs to make the dockside for especially for seafood. So that's what we've got there. And those are, of course, available on Etsy. A Philly steak seasoning? Well, I'm afraid that I would not be an expert in that field. When it comes to Cajun seasonings and or like Tex-Mex, that's where I'm kind of a connoisseur of sorts. But there's a couple of more seasonings that I have in mind, blends that I have in mind to kind of round out these collections of seasonings, and so keep a lookout. Those are going to be coming. Hopefully by the end of the year we'll have another 2. But we're kind of seeing how these go at Fresh Pickings at the little farmers market. The fajita seasoning seems to be moving the fastest there. Over the weekend, 7 ducklings hatched, and this week 10 chicks hatched. Congratulations. Awesome. I know one of the chili pepper free seasoning. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, Amy wants to make one that is capsaicin free, because we know Kate for sure. We know someone, our friend Kate, has a capsaicin allergy. So our idea, which we haven't really started toying around with it yet, but our idea for that would be a base of salt, black pepper, and white pepper, and then start playing with some herbs to add to that. Sort of a Mrs. Dash, but Mrs. Dash is nothing but herbs and no salt, so not quite the same. Where is Kate tonight? I don't know. We don't see Kate as much as we used to in the chats. Kate has gone through several life changes that affects her availability, I guess, on YouTube. So no harm, no foul. We still love Kate. We just don't see her as much in the chats. I lost all your herbs in the harvest rut. What? In the freeze dryer, you lost all your herbs? I bet that's in a video that I haven't seen. I'm sure it is. Yeah, Kate is definitely a sweetheart. No, hers is probably canning like a madman. That sounds like Kate. I wouldn't be surprised. Oh, the sun is out. Lucky your business didn't burn down. Lordy Lippy. I'm gonna have to go watch that.
That's from the live stream today, I believe.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Good Lord.
I don't know how much Kate is actually canning. I know she is canning still, but she has an entire room full of home canned food, and now it's just her. So she's trying to figure out how to eat it all.
You're
That's why I'm not sure if I want a freeze dryer. I like my dehydrators.
Yeah. I mean, you know how to use them. They're reliable. These things, these little globes, it's like a little glass globe, hangs on the wall. It's got a little water in it. And
it's rainwater.
We put cuttings, or Amy put cuttings in there, cuttings of herbs and various stuff. And they're rooting. And I thought it was so cool. It's like a propagation station, but cute and on display.
Well, and it saves a whole lot of space because I already have so many countertops full of plants and things like that. So this way I can hang them on the wall, and I walk by them every day, and I can see that the roots are starting, or that they're growing, and that one's touching the wooden thing.
Oh yeah.
Just trying to figure out how I got way over there, but some of them didn't do so great. Some of them are getting roots. Some of them aren't. The oregano didn't do so well, so I changed it out with another wandering Jew. I just kind of moved them around, but I'm gonna try some more oregano. The mint is growing super fast in that thing.
But it was an Amazon purchase, and there's supposed to be 6 of them. There's 4 behind us and another one over there. So one of them came in cracked. So Amy sent an email to the seller, and a quick response.
Yep.
They offered a refund on the one, or they offered to send another one.
Yeah. And I opted to have them send me another one. And I know they come from China or wherever. So it's going to be overseas.
It's taking some time.
It's going to take some time, but I let them know that I would do a review as soon as I received it.
And we also, last week or a couple weeks ago when we talked about them before, you had a link. You don't have a link right now, do you?
No, I did.
Why is my peppermint yellowing? That can be a variety of things, is it?
It could be lack of water.
It could be too much water.
It could be lack of fertilizer too. And if it's in a bucket, it's probably lacking nutrients. I put rabbit manure in mine every once in a while. I just kind of chunk it in there.
Agent sent me a picture of his lettuce.
Yeah, well, he hasn't had 100 and...
Yeah, can't say that. 100 and stupid. I don't understand why our cucumbers are still doing as good as they are in this heat.
I don't know, but
they put it's got some barb magic in them, I guess.
I don't know what barb does to those plants, but they are beautiful. I need to try some lettuce in the house and see how it does, because I really want lettuce.
I wonder if it would still be too warm in here for lettuce. I don't know. I wonder at what temperature lettuce bolts.
That's a Google question.
You know who likes to Google stuff and let us know in the chat? Sounds like a job for Henry.
Lettuce love 65 and below. Yeah, it's too warm in here.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Maybe if I put it in the canning room, because it stays cooler in there. But then it's dark in there.
How funny is that, though? You said that sounds like a question for Google. And of course, Lippy knew off the top of her head. Because that's how Lippy is. She just knows.
I think 70 they'll bolt. Well, yeah, I'm not keeping my house that cold. My electric bill would be ridiculous.
I don't know if our air conditioner could do it.
Not in this temperature. No. Speaking of which, we did have to have our air conditioner fixed, by the way.
Oh yeah. You guys.
The last time we were live.
No, not last time. It's been a few weeks.
Is it?
We were live one night and the air conditioner quit blowing cold.
I think that was the last night we went live.
It was not.
Anyway. Yeah, as long as it's not an electronics question, we can ask Lippy.
Was it the last time? You might be right this time.
Anyway, we were sitting here and it got awfully warm.
6:23. That's 2 weeks ago. Hot damn! You're right.
Wrong again.
Wrong again. What? It's a live stream thing because there's all kinds of times during the week that I'm like, no, that's not it. That you're not right, and you're not at those times. But as soon as Canadian is present,
I think the only upside to the freeze dryer is it's much bigger and you can do things that you wouldn't do in the dehydrator, like cheese, ice cream, sandwiches, and other stuff. See, I wouldn't want to freeze dry any of that anyway.
Commas are important because I was trying to figure out what a cheese ice cream sandwich is. Seriously, Lippy says I can see you. Okay, so apparently 2 weeks ago when we were live, we had trouble with our air conditioning, and that night I called the guy, a guy that Joe had actually shared on his Facebook, named it's K6 Cooling.
Mm-hmm.
Called him up, and he was out the next day and recharged our system.
Super nice guy. Figured out the problem. For one, the drain was clogged.
The drain was clogged, and we were low on Freon, which means we have a pinhole somewhere. I told him we'll see about that in the fall after the season.
Yeah, when we don't have to run the dang thing.
So he recharged it, and he unclogged the drain, and then he ended up having to come back in the afternoon because it wasn't running quite right. And it turns out that he had slightly overcharged the system, which caused it to not run right because of some kind of safety thing in the compressor.
He overdid it because it was cool that morning because when he was here it was raining.
It was
and
accidental.
Then it warmed up and
So he came back, he diagnosed the problem, he discharged a little bit of the Freon, and we have had no issues since. In fact, the air conditioner, I didn't even realize how inefficiently it was running, and until it was fixed, and our numbers on our solar system have improved even. So we're just better off now than what we were as far as consumption and all that with the solar.
Wow. Joe, so we just replaced our outside AC compressor 2 days ago. The 25-year-old unit sprung a leak. Go figure. Wow. AC part will finally be in July 19th. Oh my God.
Good.
Do you not have AC? Oh, it is way too hot for that. Tell me you have some kind of...
Oh, surely.
Window unit.
Surely you have some kind of way to cool off right now. Otherwise, you'd be like melting in your videos.
We're considering getting some portable roll around unit as more of a backup, because if he wouldn't be home when the air conditioner goes out, then I'm screwed because I can't pick the dang thing up to put it in the window that high.
And I know Joe's probably already got his fingers on his keyboard. I can come over and help you. I know, but I don't want to have to rely on that.
Running 2 window units on a 14-month-old. 14. Wow. The rooster keeps give him the eye.
Oh no.
Oh man. he backspace the
I'm
whole
sure.
thing.
Thumbs up.
I can see him doing it too. And he's probably cussing you under his breath. Let me refill my drink.
We were working in the garden. When was that? Last night we picked.
Oh God, yes.
Yeah, and it's boy, I'll tell you, it's rough in this heat. So we have to wait till late in the evening. Today's not so bad. Today's much better because the rain cooled things off. But it's been so hot lately. We got out in the garden late in the evening because that's when it's bearable. And even then, it's just exhausting and you soak a t-shirt in like 20 minutes. But we were out there picking cucumbers and peppers and
picking and
and
picking
okra.
and picking.
And I found, well, Amy actually found 3 duck eggs half buried down in the soil. So I was like, I'm not even chancing that. I tossed those out in the pond.
It was installed wrong. They didn't put in didn't put in a drain pan and correctly install the drain line. Oh God.
Oh, Kiri.
Oh man.
Went sloppy. That's such colorful language. I love
Lippy
it.
sloppy on the other.
Oh, man.
So many things could
Oh,
be said,
Lordy.
but not on YouTube, Lippy.
That's funny. When you can't say the words that you really want to say.
We've been very fortunate that the AC has lasted, as and not given us too much trouble over the last few years. But we did learn to have a backup, and it was great because we were able to put the window unit in that Thursday night right after we ended the live stream. We got it in the window, got it all set up. We were able to sleep in the bedrooms. It was you and Abby complained.
I ended up on the chair because
Abby complained that it was warm in the bedrooms. I didn't find it any warmer. But then again, I'm cold natured and y'all are not. So.
I have to be cool when I sleep. Now, I understand that in certain situations, I'm going to have to get over that. I know, but I struggle. I struggle with being too warm when trying to sleep. It just doesn't work with me.
Joe said he's making a homemade light tower with a fan so he can split wood before daylight during this hot season. Don't we have a
I threw that out not long ago when we did that major clean in the shed.
Dang it.
It was a pair of work lights on a stand. I got rid of it.
And I remember fussing that day. I don't know if we should get rid of that because, somebody could use it. But that's my grandpa's way of thinking.
That's how we always do, though. We hold on to it and hold on to it and hold on to it. And then when we finally say, I haven't used this in 14 years, I'm getting rid of it. The next week, you know damn well you need it.
Or somebody else needs it. Yeah.
Oh, I can't stand when people just don't follow through. There was a lot of that after the hurricane.
Oh, he's got the lights. He's rigging it up with a fan.
Oh, okay. Nice.
That's pretty awesome.
Oh, Lippy. Goodness. I've lost a lot of faith in the online marketplace stuff, like especially for like Facebook Marketplace.
Oh gosh.
And Craigslist. They are so full of scammers.
Yep.
Nowadays.
Well, even Facebook itself is full of scams.
Well, and then so today Speaking of Facebook, today Facebook launched their new Threads, and it's supposed to be a rival to Twitter because
I don't use Twitter anyway.
the powers that be don't like what Elon is doing with Twitter and letting free speech happen. So Facebook has created this thread. It's Meta, the Facebook parent company, has created Threads, which I'm not going to have anything to do with it. I have Facebook so that I can keep in touch with people, but it's not the only platform I use. So whatever the case, I'm not on Twitter either. But apparently Twitter is suing Meta because a lot of the people who were working for Twitter went over to Facebook or whatever with trade secrets. So they're being sued.
Oh Lord, that's too much drama.
Yeah. I have Truth Social, but I don't get on there and do much with it. I get notifications once in a while about important
I got
stuff.
scammed with a promo I said I would do. I emailed them to prepare for the video. So the scams are everywhere. Yeah. We get emails all the time for do a video with my product. And I'm so leery.
Yeah, no. There's a lot that I've passed up that are probably legit. But no, I see good friends of mine and extended family that share obviously fake like scam posts and about, silver alerts, or the grandpa is missing or whatever, and it's not really what it is. What they do is someone creates a fake profile, they post this stuff in a group, a bunch of people share it, and then once there's so many shares in it, or after a certain amount of time and there's so many shares, then they change the original post to some real estate scam, or I won an iPhone from the government or some craziness, and now it's all over the place, and you can't explain to these people. I get so aggravated with these extended family members of mine, which shall remain nameless, because they keep sharing this, silver alert, or
this dog got ran over.
Dog, yeah.
There's a missing kid, and a missing kid alert and a missing elder alert. Those things are going to come from.
You're going to see that on the news.
If you're gonna see it on Facebook, you're gonna see it. It comes from a sheriff's office, it comes from a police department. It's not gonna come from just some random name.
Who cooks with pots and no lids? Wait.
She's talking about her review.
Oh.
Her promotional thing.
I can't wait to see that.
Oh.
But it is. I saw it on the internet. It must be true.
And some of them are so freaking obvious. Like, it's unbelievable. You'll see the same 5 pictures of missing kids. And, one of them the other day I saw, this kid looked like it came from Little House on the Prairie days. I mean, the clothes and stuff. I'm like, who picks these pictures? Yeah, and then you end up with all these links, and your Facebook pages get hacked, and you start getting these messages from Messenger from people that, for one, normally don't talk to you. They're just friends with you because they knew you 25 years ago and they know your name, and that's cool. But I don't want to.
No, I've been got before.
But some of these
not major.
The freaking Facebook message is something random and retarded that
you can't say that word.
Oh, sorry. But I mean, it's just that off the wall that this person that I haven't talked to in 20 years all of a sudden wants to be my best friend. It's like,
yeah,
nah.
They reach out and say, hey, how are you? I hate to ask, but what's your Cash App or something. Just, and I've messed with them before too.
Yeah, and I keep telling you, you're gonna mess with them, and they're gonna like get into your bank account and steal your
Whatever.
identity.
Oh, sure. They give it back real quick. Nobody wants to be me.
Well, you can't steal what's not there, I guess. So, oh man. So tomorrow we are making
pickle relish.
Sweet relish.
Pickle relish.
And we're using Miss Lippy's recipe. I've never made relish before. I want to do a video with it, but I need to ask Miss Lippy's permission to refer to her.
You can't do that in a live stream. What's she gonna do? Tell you no in our live stream? That's bad politics. What are you doing?
No, I'm gonna get with you after the stream. A Facebook message thought it was a scam and said, "Kiss my skin." Come to find out, it was a friend who needed help with canning. Oh, no. Oh, God. Oh, man. Oh, that's great, Lippy.
That's good. A goose that lays golden eggs would be pretty cool. Yeah.
Mm. Oh man, I would feel bad too, Lippy, and I'm sure there's probably emails and stuff that I haven't like responded to that are probably good promos.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just like, that looks too good to be true. Skip.
And then there's stuff that like I'm supposed to read, and I've been waiting for the email, and come to find out it's in my spam folder.
Yeah, it got deleted 2 weeks ago.
Stupid internet.
But
if you want to put $100 bill in an envelope and mail it to me, I'll appreciate it.
If I had $100 bill, maybe. Keep hearing about scams, so I was on high alert, and then had. Oh man!
I think, see, Lippy, that's one of those. There actually is a safe word that you could put there. Eat crow. That's like I had to take my foot out of my mouth. I had to eat crow.
Nope, I'm telling you, when I read Lippy's comments, I can hear her voice in my head. It's great. It's freaking great.
I know.
Oh, I love it. You learned the same language that I did in school. Lippy on replay. It is. And that's why when I was having so much trouble, I couldn't focus on the relish recipe as much as I really wanted to, because I was like, what is wrong? Lippy must have had a bad day in this video or something. The Lippy flair was just not in it. And I was like, what is happening here? And that's when Brett told me, he said, this is one of her like really old videos,
4-year-old
probably
video.
Like one of her first videos. And so I was like, oh, then that explains it. What are you doing? Oh, yeah, he's so proud of himself. He cut up all those vegetables. He did.
We cut the onions and bell peppers for the for the relish. We did it today. But y'all, look how pretty this is. That's onions, red bell peppers, and green bell peppers. It's pretty. I wanted to take a moment to appreciate it.
A moment?
I said a moment? Wow. It makes me feel so weirdly British.
Sounds like something Canadian would say. Yeah. Oh, thank you for coming in, Miss Patty. Have a great night. Oh, I smell the onions. Wow. Cool.
Yep. It smells like a teenage locker room.
Those onions are potent. No wonder Rayleigh was complaining her eyes were burning.
Yeah. Wait, who's leaving? Tinker's wife. Bye, Miss
Yeah.
Patty. Have a great night.
We used that chopper thing to do those, and it really worked out pretty well.
We're gonna use that tomorrow on the cucumbers too.
Yeah, I think so. Hey Lippy, did you peel the cucumbers, or you left the peels on? Some people do it with the peels on. Some people do it with the peels off.
We left our peels on for the spears for the
and they're
fermenting.
Good. Oh man, they're so good.
So good. I forgot what the question was.
You didn't leave them on, or you didn't peel them? I forgot what I asked.
It's kind of like, do you want this or this? Yes.
So now I'm starting to worry.
Wait. The more Lippy types, the more confused I get. Did you leave your cucumber skin? Wait, did you peel your cucumbers for relish?
I think she said no, I didn't.
But I don't remember what the question was.
I think that was the question. Did you peel the cucumbers? So she said no, I didn't, because the skin is smooth like a baby.
Lippy, can you please type a little more for clarity?
Skins on the cucumber left on.
Excellent. Okay. There we go.
Oh, that's great. Because in my head, all that time waiting, I swear I could hear Lippy and her little Cajun twang. Like, what are you talking about, Brett? I just typed it. And you can hear Buddy in the background laughing his behind off because he knows what's happening. I love Marco Polo. That has really helped so much. Like, I'll Marco Lippy, and we're talking back and forth, and when she gets wound up about something, like, she gets serious. And it makes it even better because you can hear Buddy in the background just giggling and commenting. It's great. Buddy says, Lippy talk right. And I can hear him saying it too.
Man. It's good stuff.
Oh, man. Don't touch my screen. It's a touch screen. You're going to mess it all up. Look at you. This thing is a touch screen, and I can't touch on it because if I touch on it, then I move all kinds of stuff around. And it's kind of like Lippy moments.
At least I know how to end my live stream.
I'm glad you do, because I'd be in the same position she'd be in. What am I supposed to press? And that's why I can't help her, because I don't know.
It's all in fun. I love Miss Lippy.
I was going to type today, look for the red button. There's red buttons all over these screens. She'd have probably cussed me.
I'm trying to think if there's anything else significant that we did. Because it's been 2 weeks.
Oh, that's great. Oh. We got rain. I think I almost cried yesterday when it started raining.
I'm so happy about that.
I went and spent the 4th of July with my mom and dad.
I was at work making double time.
I'll take it.
You do, yes, you do.
Oh, hush. My dad barbecued and did chicken and ribs and pork and sausage. There was all kinds of stuff.
Lippy says it's raining there. Life is good until it stops. Is that when the work begins?
That's when it warms up, dude. I'm enjoying this cloud cover. I know it's really not great for the solar panels, but it's so great for my air conditioner. It is keeping things so much cooler in this house.
Oh, right. That's when the heat comes back. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And the only downside to the rain is we picked, probably 24 cucumbers yesterday evening. And because of that little bit of rain, I went out there this morning. There's probably another dozen or so hanging. Like, oh my goodness.
Any more unwelcome critters in the... Looks like there's a typo there.
I'm guessing that's supposed to be yard, maybe. We had a snake. We saw a snake the other day. Wasn't really a problem. The only problem I'm having is with the neighbor's dogs.
Yeah.
Shit. I don't know.
Oh. In the shit. Oh, no, we haven't had any more rat problems.
Absolutely none. Now, if I could keep the wild rabbits and the ducks from digging in there.
Well,
underneath.
I say we haven't had any. We haven't seen any, and it's hard to tell because it's too hot in there to be cleaning out all the droppings to know if there's new droppings. You know what I mean?
I haven't seen any, and I haven't seen any signs
But I bet she's talking about the snake in the feed room.
Just thought about that. She might be.
Haven't seen that snake anymore either.
Thermostat got stuck in the back of the shop.
Oh, jeez. That's a big area to be cooling to that low too.
Yikes! I bet it was chilly in there. You should have called. We'd have gone and had a party, Joe. Set vinegar in bowls. The dogs will stay away from where you don't want them. Well, the problem is the neighbor's dogs keep coming in the yard and chasing the ducks and chasing chickens. It's not the dog's fault. Let me put it that way.
The one dog, it's just a big puppy. It doesn't know any better. It wants to play with everything.
Well, and then there's now a new pit bull looking thing,
which doesn't look like it's going to be a problem, but we set boundaries to prevent problems.
Right.
And I don't like it when people don't respect that.
I really don't want to shoot the dog because it's not the dog's fault. No, but it's illegal to shoot the owner, so. The problem is going to be resolved, whether it's done by them or by the law. I do have a BB gun. And I'm trying not to because, like I said, it's not the dog's fault. But yes, I am
eventually
taking pictures.
If it continues,
and we are notifying them every single time
through text, so there's documentation.
And if it continues, if they don't take care of it in a timely fashion, then I'm gonna make some phone calls and say, okay, look, now here's all the pictures. Give them a fine. And maybe if, they start getting fines every day, then they'll do something about it.
Oh, yeah. We've been down this avenue before with the same neighbors.
Different dog though, but I'm trying to be civilized about it. But, it's one of those things. I'm really trying to have patience. And I'm trying not to be mad at the dog. I don't want to be mad at the dog because the dog is a puppy and it doesn't know better. You're absolutely right, Canadian. Yeah. Thank you for saying it. Because
I'm going to say this. I am in by no means in a position to say that I do everything right or that I'm perfect or anything like that. I know this. But there's a saying that I came across years back, and it has stuck with me, and it is, your irresponsibility becomes someone else's responsibility. And I like to apply that to anything neighborly. Whereas, I like to try to be a good neighbor and a good citizen. and those are the little quips that I try to live by. There's another one that I really try to drill into my kids, and I think probably 2 out of 3 kind of got it. But
they all have access to this, so you better stop.
I love them all. I don't have favorites, but I'm calling a spade a spade. And it is, if you really want to do something, you'll find a way. If you really don't want to do something, you'll find an excuse.
I'd love to meet that woman. I love today's comment.
Oh, man. That's
great.
Funny.
You are the shadow you want someone to follow. Exactly. Yeah. And you can't tell somebody to do something one way, especially your kids. You can't tell them you're not supposed to do this, and then they see you doing the same thing. You have to teach by example, because kids are going to learn by watching you. I don't know.
I have wisdom. I just don't have reach. And a lot of that is just because we don't work on our.
Is that what the white is?
We
called?
don't work on our YouTube channel like we should. So, which is why we have these small little chats, which is fine with me, because I'm having a great time. Hope you are too.
You only fail when you don't try. That's right.
Wisdom is knowledge plus experience. That's what wisdom is.
I thought there was something to do with age in there too. Sorry. I love you.
You only fail when you don't try. This is true. Or you only fail when you give up. Yeah, which is basically the same.
You can't fix stupid, but duct tape will shut them up. I love it.
Storms, radios, and cats. I like.
Oh,
welcome. You must be new. Welcome. That's a great way to introduce yourself.
I have lots of duct tape. Oh man, duct tape fixes a lot of stuff though. You probably shouldn't, but it does.
I like the smaller chats too.
I do. Yeah, it's so much easier to keep up with. It's more personable. We get to know each other, and I don't know. That's my biggest thing about being on YouTube, was to make these connections and make the friendships. And there's a lot of them that aren't so much friendships anymore. They're family.
I sacrifice just a lurker, a long time viewer. All right, okay. I sacrificed my close-up vision. So
you guys keep Rachel in your prayers too. I was forgetting to add that in there, but Rachel lost her mom this past week, I believe, and I don't exactly remember the day, but that's really tough. Losing a parent, that's hard. Yeah. Rachel from Garden for Cheap. Yeah.
Canadian, that is awesome.
Her mom was living in Florida, I believe, and yeah.
I'm sorry, that was probably so inappropriate that I laughed at that moment. I was reading something funny.
We understand. We all know you. I don't know.
What?
Yeah, she was in Florida. I think Rachel has gotten in contact with her stepdad, if I'm correct. I don't know all the little details and ins and outs, but she reached out to me. I want to say it was last week, and I talked to her a couple of days ago, and she's doing pretty good. Her and Damon went out for the 4th and kind of took um, a little road trip that I think she kind of needed. So she needed to get out of the house and get things off her mind, and it's. I can only imagine what she's going through because I still have both my parents. Speaking of my parents, my dad announced on the 4th that he's getting a new dog.
A service dog.
Yeah, he will be. Actually, they went and picked it up today, I believe. They're getting him a diabetic service dog, and he's going to be trained to wake my dad up when his blood sugar drops too low. So they went and got him today somewhere in Texas. I think they left yesterday, came back today with the dog. And he's going to go through some kind of training course.
Yeah, I was thinking about that. It's going on, this year will be 9 years since I lost Dad.
Has it been?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's a long time.
I was 27, lost my mom, dad when I was 35. Yeah, my dad is 67, 68, somewhere around there. And my mom's close to 65, I believe. So no, dad's older than that. I don't know.
I lost my mom the following year. She's still alive. She just made a bad decision.
I still have both my parents, but I mean, so far. But my parents are getting up there in age, and I know it's only a matter of time. You know, people don't live forever, and I'm not looking forward to it at all. You know, but how do you prepare yourself for something like that? You know, and then I constantly pray for Kate because Kate lost her husband, and then her stepdad, and then her mom, like within a year. It was just like
I
one.
think she said within 10 months. I think.
No, it was a year after David.
Oh, right.
That she lost her stepdad, and then 7 months later lost her mom.
Okay.
I believe. Wow.
It's tough. It's tough. We've lost, I lost a good friend that I grew up with a few years ago. And we were friends for 40 some years. I lost my godfather a year and a half ago.
And we were
real close.
It still doesn't seem
and
real.
Then there's, people that we get to know through YouTube, never met them in person, but we make real connections with other people through the internet, and it's great. I love it. But when North Shore Preparedness passed away, that was hard. It was hard to see him getting sick.
Yeah.
And then next thing we knew, he had passed.
Oh, the memories definitely live on. That, yeah. That's an almost daily thing here.
I thought about showing today because when we were watching YouTube videos, I was looking on my phone too for like the next video or whatever, and one of his came up. And there he was.
Yeah.
What a somber moment. Sorry, things turned that direction, but this is how we heal. You know, we talk about stuff. So, although we can't always completely relate to what each other's going through, you know, we can still be there for each other.
Yep.
2 is 1 and 1 is none.
Right. We got to keep smiling and keep going. You know, you don't move on per se. I mean, I guess you do in a way.
You start the next chapter without them, and that's just how it is. You
learn how to live life without that person.
Right. We're individually writing our own stories as we live. So, and that's just how it is. Sometimes a person doesn't follow you to the next chapter, and you can't stop writing the book. It's just how it is. It sucks sometimes.
A lot.
My second name is Sean. Is it really?
Well, thanks for coming, Michigan Daffodil. I'm sure I will be talking with you at some points this week.
Cool. He says it is.
I'll be there.
Cool deal.
Take the lessons they shared and share with generations on. That's the true life of a never-ending chapter to legacy.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, man.
I think we're just about out of time for tonight.
Darling, it's 8:30.
That's what I'm talking about.
I know.
Wait.
We're past time.
Well, normally
lippy time.
we like to limit to an hour and a half max, and we're just about there. So,
I know, because I could talk forever. That's why you have to limit.
Our intent is to start having more videos come out again.
See, and I didn't want to say that.
I know we say that.
I didn't want to say it because every time we say it, we fail on it.
I'm motivated because I can freaking see.
Well, I'm hoping to work on a video tomorrow. And then at some point tomorrow, we need to sit down and make a list of ideas on what to do.
See, if for no other reason, we have to make Lippy some videos.
I know. Because when Lippy puts in the comments, who's these people?
Yeah. Who are these people? I haven't seen them forever.
Oh, man. It did. It made me smile, though. I loved it.
All right, guys. We hope to see you in videos here shortly. But until next week, good night and God bless.
Stay safe, guys. We'll see you. Is it next Thursday?
Thursday.
Yep, next